Hey, welcome back again. It is great to have you here at our midweek our worship at 3 and 1. And hopefully you have been coming with us and practicing these various ways to pray. We have done prayer in silence. We've done prayer with a circle. We've given you lots of different ways, because anytime you are praying, remember, we go back to the beginning, is simply you talking to God. And like last week, sometimes talking is without words. As many of us know, we sometimes say more with our looks and our body language than we do our words. But tonight I'm going to use a word that we often don't associate with Christianity, and you may think it's beyond the scope of being able to be done in your neighborhood. And that is to use the prayer tool of a pilgrimage. Now, we often associate that with going to Mecca or going there's a lot of Christians ultimately, they want to take a pilgrimage to the Holy Land. And actually, a pilgrimage, though, is simply going somewhere, moving. See, God created us as moving and active humans and beings. That's what we are. And you have to understand, remember, my previous life was a physical educator coach, and I believe in movement. I think we express ourselves in that way. The Bible reference for tonight is Psalm 84, verses 5 to 7. It said, "Blessed are those whose strength is in you, whose hearts are set on pilgrimage. As they pass through the valley of Baca, they make it a place of springs. The autumn rains also cover it with pools, and they go from strength to strength." You see, a lot of us take pilgrimages. We sometimes call them vacations. We are going to a site for a place to relax, to renew our physical and mental state. As Christians, if we are praying with God always had the Israelites on a pilgrimage, a lot longer than what he intended. They extended it by at least 40 years. But understand that a pilgrimage from a Christian view shouldn't be overly surprising. God has never been static. He's always moving. He's always been calling his people to be in movement. It seems our Maker has set pilgrimages in our hearts and in his being in our image. Our biblical ancestors came to embrace it. How do we embrace it? Instead of finding that quiet place in your home, maybe you're not going to do a prayer of silence. Maybe you don't want to draw a circle. Maybe you love the fall and you want to go walk the neighborhood and look at the autumn leaves. Or maybe it's a day like we've had in the last couple of days where the humidity's dropped and it's been sort of nicer and we just want to walk. That pilgrimage can be a walk around the neighborhood. A pilgrimage, our geographical our movement in that, it mirrors the inner journey of our hearts. Maybe we don't sit in silence well, but maybe we walk in silence well. Or maybe we walk with a partner. For those of you who live in a community, have you ever walked and considered it a pilgrimage to walk around your community, pass by a house, and pray for that house? House 8212, whatever the address is. Or maybe you knew that something happened there. Maybe you knew that someone was struggling there and you'd heard in the neighborhood, but you don't know the folks well. But by walking and taking a pilgrimage, you can prayer walk your neighborhood. Maybe you're about to leave school and go off to college. Maybe you're going to spend the summer working and doing things, maybe not just because your friends are doing it, but something that you want to do. In that, allow yourself to see it as a pilgrimage and seek what God wants you to see in that. Maybe you're about to approach a big birthday like many of us are in our age, but maybe it's a younger one. Maybe you're going to be a teenager. Maybe you should then take that birthday as your time to make it special and to concentrate and to prayerfully enter this new season in life. You see, whatever you think about it, how could it consecrate the time and space for this intentional walk? You get to be active, and you get to travel, and you get to look at things. Maybe you walk a neighborhood and you can see someone who is homeless. Maybe you're not ready to go over and sit with them yet, but maybe it's an opportunity for you to walk by, and if you had not been on the pilgrimage, if you had not been walking, you would not have seen, you could not have prayed for. Maybe in your walk you notice someone whose car is broken down, and you can pray for that as well. Understand, there can be a pilgrimage. You may choose to have a pilgrimage to go to the Holy Land. You may desire to go to maybe go to St. Augustine. Go to Georgia where John Wesley preached under the tree. Go someplace that's special to you. Maybe your pilgrimage will be to your church. Ask your pastor if the church is going to be open and you want to go there. But combining your desire to be active as a human and to be involved in society as a person, let's take prayer into a pilgrimage and use that as another way that we can talk to God. Glad you joined us. Hope you'll be back. And again, you can connect with us at our website, www.301thefellowship.org, or follow us on YouTube and any of our Facebook pages. See you next week.